Hello everyone, welcome back to Airline Pilot Plays. When was the last time I did a stream on this channel? 7, 8, 9 months ago? Can't even remember. But look, welcome to another stream. Today we're going to have a look at Kerbal Space Program. This is a game I've been playing on and off since it was released in early access 13 years ago, and way before I started Flight Deck Sim. And just with Artemis II and reading all the news, and I think lots of sort of full-time streamers have been trying out Kerbal Space Program for the first time, I thought, you know what, I want to play again. And not only that, there's so many mods available. It's the game, unfortunately, since KSP2, which was released and then abandoned, unfortunately. This game is sort of no longer updated, but there's a whole community of mods who've made some amazing add-ons. So I watched some videos and added about 20 mods, which make it look so much more realistic sounds, etc, etc. So yeah, just the whole idea is today we're going to start a sandbox game, build a craft from scratch, fly to the Mun and back to Kerbal, or Kerbin I should say, which is the sort of planet Earth. Now, if you haven't played this game before or seen this game, it's a sort of space simulator. It's a model of our solar system. Humans are called Kerbals, these little green characters. All the planets are based off planets in our existing solar system, but it's quite realistic. You know, real physics, real orbital mechanics. You have to plan ahead and think these things through. I did a little bit of a practice run when I was on standby yesterday, and it took me a long time to come up to speed again. But we're going to build a sort of Apollo-style rocket with a lunar lander, with an orbiter, and then a launch rocket as well. So yeah, it's a bit of fun to have here. Crikey, there's a lot of people in chat today. More people than I have on a regular Flight Deck Sim live streams. Hello, Brendan. Remember to take the build symmetrical to avoid ending up a human missile. Yeah, we're going to probably spend a lot of time in the VAB to build the vehicle, or some test flights as well to test each element. But the idea is we'll get over to Mun in one stream today. Scott Morgan, hello. Sam, looking forward to watching as much as I can. Absolutely. And guys, check this game out. It's a fantastic game and really good fun if you're interested in space and real world physics and orbital mechanics and things like that. Edo Chow, hope you're doing well. Kieran Proctor, Greg Scott, 2 tons, hope you're doing well. Echo Victor DCS2. Why not SSTO or Sierra Files? I've not played this game for so long. When I was playing this in its prime, sort of, I'd say 6 years ago, I could build SSTOs, orbital space stations. I could get to Lunar, is it Mars, the model, but I could never get back. That's my next goal in the game, is to be able to build something to go to the in-game Mars and return to Kerbin, but I've never managed to have those set of skills there. I wonder if SimBrief has profiles of KSP. Brilliant. Anyway, look, let's go start flight. Start new. Let's just call it. Well, it's going to be Alpaca, isn't it? Alpaca Spaceport. I don't know. Let's call it that. We'll make it a sandbox game. And actually, I added Alpaca Airways. Look, Alpaca Airways flag. Accept. So we can add that flag to the spaceship. Anyway, let's press start. So you sort of load in the space station, not space, what's the word I'm looking here, sort of like space center. You have the VAB where you can build your rockets. You can also build aircraft, boats. There's all sorts of it. It's a really powerful game here. Research and development, astronaut complex isn't so useful. You've got a career mode where you've got to unlock parts, but in sandbox everything's unlocked straight away. Anyway, let's go straight to the VAB. We're going to start off building and designing the lander, okay, and then working backwards there. So look, I'm just going to make the chat box, it's a little bit smaller here with text. But yeah, let's you know, I've not played this game much, to be fair. Any input from people that play this game frequently, feel free to make it here. So yeah, we need to choose the lander pod first. So we'll have that has a crew capacity of 2. I want to be able to take 3 people down. There's an Apollo Star one. Look, it actually says Alpaca Airways on it. I want one that can hold 3 people. I don't think there is a lander. Where's the lander cam? I could use a crew capacity 1. That only has 1. I could use the command pod. No, I'm going to use that as the orbiter. What am I going to start off with? Oh gosh, I think these are all robotic parts as well. Where's the? I think I might use the cupola as a sort of base there, because you can get. Oh no, you can only get one person in that. I need one that can carry a pilot and a scientist, basically. Well, that's not a good start if I can't actually make my mind up on what. Oh, let's use the lander cam. That has a capacity of 2 people. So look, we'll use that as the base. Is that absolutely massive? I think the landers can only hold a maximum of 2. I think that's really large as well. I'm not going to just whack a fuel tank on straight away, but no, it's not the largest width one. I don't want to make it too big because I'm going to struggle to launch it. What's the smallest one? I think it's just the regular lander. No, that can hold 2. Yeah, let's do the Apollo Star one. It's got a little fuel tank on it as well. Yeah, let's go with that. Anyway, so that can hold 2 people, and we're going to do it like Apollo Star. We'll have the orbiter going around with 1 astronaut, and then 2 astronauts will go down to the moon. Anyway, let's add the fuel tank straight away, and we'll ditch this anyway. So I'm going to have. I've got it sized by mass here. RCS, am I going to add? I don't think we need RCS. I'll put like command and control. I'm going to put a reaction wheel on it, a slightly bigger one. Oh gosh, no, it's going to look all funny on this lander, isn't it? Oh no! Actually, well, this will have reaction wheel as it is. You'll see me talking a lot of crap today. If you haven't played this game before, you won't know what I'm talking about. That's fuel tanks. Xenon, no. Why is it doing that? I don't like. It's got this tiny little fuel tank on it already, but I'm not really. Why is it doing this? I don't like this lander. Yeah, I'm going to stick with that one because I could put a big fuel tank on, put multiple fuel tanks on it. Right, so what I'm going to do is my classic lander design. Too big. Yeah, I want to have. Oh my gosh, I can't find the. That's. Oh, you can remove the shroud that pops up. Then I want to go back to the other lander. Then, how do you remove the shroud? Sorry about this, guys. I'm being so indecisive. I've played this game for so long. I used to be so quick at building rockets as well. I don't know. It's going to take ages. Right, how do I get rid of the shroud? Because that's the sort of fuel tank I want to have on it. Right click on it, it should say something like remove shroud. I can't remember how to do it. I'm worried about aesthetics. I don't like that shroud, it's ruined it. It looks silly. But it's the only one that looks cool. I think we'll just stick with this Mark II lander cam. I'm being so indecisive, guys. Sorry about this. The lander cam has enough fuel to do a lunar ascent without adding a fuel tank. Oh really, pilot? Well, trust me, I'm not a very good pilot and I don't do it the most efficient way. So this contains no fuel, so I've got no choice but to add a fuel tank. I like it wide with struts on. So the whole idea is I want to have one fuel tank as the ascent fuel tank and then some descent ones as well. Yeah, right click the lander possibly, but the thing is it's just so wide. I built one yesterday, but it was like a pre-built one. I think it used the cupola, but that's only got one seat. And this is a tiny lander with only one seat in it as well, unless I use two landers. I could put that on top of. Oh, I could do that. Look. All right, that sort of works. Because we can have one in each zone, can't we? Mark 1 lander cam and then one in here as well. Alright, that'll work. And then we've got the ladder, look. Where's the door? Yeah, look, we've got the door here. Okay, I'm going with that design. Right, is that the door? We need to add a ladder anyway later. So look, I'm going to go with the classic... which fuel tank will I go for here? I might just add... looking a bit silly with that. Yeah, okay. One of these. I think that's so much fuel. It looks terrible. Why can't I design? I'm so bad at designing stuff. That's a bit overkill, the engine. Yeah, the engines are mental. Look, you can put this on it. Not spent any time on it. It's so bad I shut it before. Oh. Is that your L1011 livery, gentlemen? Okay. I mean, I think I could get away with a smaller fuel tank here. And what I might do is put like 4 small holding tanks. A lot of stuff has changed here. I think I've got a... That's too small. I want something that's like not so... That's RCS. I think that's the only one that's sort of the same size. I think we're not going with beauty here. We're going with practicality, and that's got loads of delta V. Right, now I need some legs, and let's go with all white. Okay, perfect. We need to be able to. We've got to add a docking port as well. There we are. Clampatron Junior. Hey, why is that not sort of? I guess we do want the Junior. Why is that not clamping on? Is it the wrong way? Do I need to rotate it? Nope. I don't like how that doesn't clamp on, but oh well. Alright, cool. Rotate the camera a little to the side. Oh, is that to get it to clamp on? Yeah, it's definitely not. See how it clamps onto the engine like this? Hold out to make it clamp on. So this is why I love having... Oh, thank you so much. There's so many great tips here. Great. Right, we've got a docking port. So that we're going to flip it round, and then we have to change things to make it work. But anyway, look, I've got a massive fuel tank. That should be enough. This little engine's, you know, zero gravity is going to be fine. No atmosphere. Right, landing legs. We need electrics and solar panels as well. What have we got here? Landing strut. Oh, that's an absolute tank of a landing strut. Yeah, we only need these tiddlers for stability. I think something like... It's looking a bit more like a lander, guys. Actually, I'll just rotate it slightly, because that way we can put a ladder here. Oh, yeah! Right, guys in chat, let me know if you think I'm going to be successful today for the end of the stream to land on the mod. Oh dear. I only want one of these. Alright, oh, that's going to be a little bit... Oh no, I'm going to trap one Kerbal in it though, aren't I? Let's put that there. Maybe I can get the legs a bit lower. Oops. The good news is you can, on the mud, you can jump. Oh, it's going to be... The ladder extends lower. There'll be much expletives. Okay. Pilot is a KSP YouTuber, by the way. They're trustworthy here. Oh, great. Right. How do... Okay. Well, we can do a little test, can't we? Let me just get the crew. I need to recruit I want 2 pilots as well. So we've got Valentina, who will stay. We'll keep 1 pilot in the lander. We'll only have 2 people go down to the button, but right, we're just gonna do a mini test, guys. A really mini test, just to see, you know, engine fires. we've obviously got to allow all the other things there. So you basically press launch. They put you straight there. And you can do RCS for docking. So yeah, the plan is for docking. I'm gonna use RCS on the other vehicle. This will just fly up here because this has a reaction wheel on it, doesn't it? I don't know how strong it will be. Let's just see what happens when we extend the ladder. Okay. Oh, it goes into the ground. All right, perfect. EVA. So we can jump out, go down the ladder. Okay. And board. All right, great. And I don't know, and Bill at the top there as well. Great. So they're in like a little 2x1 there. Let's try the engine. It's obviously not powerful enough here to launch, but yeah, this is going to be more than enough delta V for us. Swivels. I might just add a reaction wheel. Yeah, these mods are so cool. There's the Alpaca. Alpaca with his flag. Alright, cool. Miko, let's go back to the vehicle assembly centre. Alright. Vehicle assembly. Perfect. Alright. So we've got a core design of our lander here. What are we going to call it, by the way? Alpaca 11? We'll call it Alpaca 1. Right. So let's just... we need some electrics. So you can sort of cheat and use these atomic batteries as well, but we'll use solar panels. Where could we put a battery? I might just put it sort of solar. Yeah, solar panels are quite cool. We'll put them here. Look on the side. We need 2 for symmetry. I think these. Oh no, they're way overkill. Let's have a look at what they look like. Okay, bit tiddly, but they'll do the job. So we've got electrical power. Because if you run out of electrical power, guys, your ship stops working. And then a way of storing it is using one of these. I might just use a tiny battery. I'll put it here. Look. There we go. Right, electrics. Oh yeah, reaction wheel. Just for a bit more control. Oh, that's massive. That's too small. So reaction wheels, the game's way of getting around, sort of simulating that you can. Is it sort of simulating your gyroscopes and it's sort of manoeuvring the rocket around? That sort of works. Yeah, that'll do. If you have Kerbals in a land, it will keep working without electricity, only for unmanned missions, and it has a meltdown. Ah, okay. So did I hear the sequel to this wasn't received as well? No, Aaron, it was a disaster. So many issues. It was looking when they released the video for it. Everyone was like, "Wow, it's amazing!" Like interstellar travel and all sorts there. And it came out, and it was it was rubbish, and they got abandoned by the developers. Right, I think we're good, guys, with Lander. I don't think there's much more we need to add. We've got everything we need. Communication, because it's not a mission like a career, you can add science experiments and things like that, but we don't need to worry about any of that. Utility, we've got a ladder. Oh, we can add a flag. Oh yeah, let's add some flags. There we are. Alpaca Airways. Maybe rotate it. There we are. Perfect. Yeah, it was a real shame. Right, now, KSP experts, this is where you have to remind me. Actually, I'll put these up a little bit higher now, because I think with the ladder going in the ground, it would just make it a little bit more stable. There we are. So I'm going to rotate this now, because that's going to go on the top, and now we need to attach the orbiter. But you have to do something like make it the main vehicle, otherwise all the controls are backwards and the little controls are backwards as well. So we're going to have to go for a sort of classical orbiter. This orbiter is going to take us from low Earth orbit all the way to the Moon and back. So is that a bit overkill? Could probably go for a smaller one? I think we might have to go for the big one. Yeah, that was too small. Yeah, no way. Let's go with the... Oh, it's heavy, isn't it? Yeah, Mark III command pod. Right, so now I need to make this the primary vehicle at launch. I don't know, is it 4 you have to press or something? Reroute, cannot use retool on a single part. Yeah, this is... Oh no, I've screwed this up. Oh, what have I done? There we are. So, I need the docking port again. Is that too big for the other one? No, I need a junior, don't I? Only one, of course. Okay. 4 is right, just needs to be connected to the vehicle first. Roger. I feel like I should be using larger, I think this will look a bit silly though, won't it? Oh, has that got a docking port already? Oh, guys, is that a docking... Oh no, that's the original one. Oh yes, you're gonna die if you use that one, but I think that's overkill. I learned if you press shift it will clamp on. I mean, I feel like it's more stable, but in reality there's a bit of a gap there. I think we'll stick with the junior. I'm just a bit worried that it's going to be a weaker area. Or is it shift you got? Oh no, rotate it. How do you get it to clamp on again, guys? Was it shift? No, it's done it. There we are. Right, now we'll just have to use that pod. It sort of works. Yeah, it looks okay. Alt. Yeah, alt. I'll forget. I'll be asking that multiple times today. Right, now I want to make this the primary ship. Okay, so is this where I press 4? Let's just add the fuel tank first. I'm just gonna have a whopping great big tank on it. I mean not too big. Yeah, that's a bit overkill. 3 of those? 2 of those? Because I won't do the most efficient orbit. Is 2 enough? I feel 2 is enough. Yeah, it is weak. Use struts. I will use struts. Yeah, I'll do that next. 2 big crabs, massive tank. I don't know if I should go a 3rd. That should be sufficient, shouldn't it? I don't want to run out of Delta V. Where is the engine I used yesterday? Oh, that's a bit... looks very Apollo. Yeah, I need one with the gimbals. Yeah. Gimbals, Cheetah liquid fuel engine, and it looks cool. But that's obviously designed for a slightly thinner. That's based off, I think, the space shuttle engines. Ah, these engines are too big. Is that gimbal? Overkill. Too small. What's this one? Skiff. Can't remember the one I just selected. God, these are huge. Poodle. I think that'll be okay. I'll try to keep the mass down. Oh, this is painful for experts watching. I think this one will be okay. Is that upper stage? That's more an upper stage as opposed to a lunar. But look how much Delta V got 2,200 low. Right, look, I'm gonna. Okay. Let's just add a reaction wheel to aid with control. Oh, we're going to add RCS fuel tank, that's what I wanted. So we'll have our RCS on my rocket. RCS is reaction control, so it aids with the, you know, those little engines you get, little thrusters, these RCS thrusters. There we go. Alright, cool. So we're going to just do a little test here. I need to do that. We're going to do a little test of this here. Okay, let's just do a little test of the orbiter, and we'll see how unstable it is as well. Very is going to be the answer. Alright, ready? Not powerful. Oh, is it going off? Not quite, but obviously in space that doesn't matter. I need to basically prioritise and change this as well because it's all upside down. Look how much delta V I've got, 2,200. I mean, that's massive overkill. It's cool, isn't it? Swivel's got a bit of control. Okay, perfect. Right, so we've got the core basis of the. Let's revert to the vehicle assembly. So we've got the. Oh my gosh, what was that? We've got the orbiter. This will need some solar panels as well. Electrics. Ah, where is electrics? So I'm going to build a shroud for all of this as well on launch. Gosh, where's electrical? There we are. Gigantic solar array. Nah, that's overkill. I like these ones. These look really cool. When they open up, look at this. It's not very rockety. It will be. I just need to put a shroud around it. Okay, so we've got electrical power. I don't necessarily need a battery. RCS, that's what I wanted to add, because I'll need this for docking. Okay, 4. So we put 4 there. And 4 there. We've got control in every direction then. Up, down, left, right. Parallel as well. Doesn't matter if the solar panels get a bit wet. There we are. Okay. Next then is the launcher. Oh no! I've got to think about re-entry. Minor issue, guys. 2 seconds. Heat shield. I don't want to die. Oh dear. There we are. And then a separator, what do you call it? Coupling. That could have been an issue if we'd done the whole mission and not been actually able to re-enter Earth's atmosphere. You gotta remember, I've not played this game for a very, very long time. Massive decouplers. Where's just the regular? Oh, these are huge. There we go. Right, now this is where you've got to get your staging really sorted. So because obviously when we separate the lander, we don't want to use any of these. If you use that, you obviously press that, you're screwed. That'll be like one of the last things. And parachutes would be useful. We'll use a radial mount one to keep it simple. 3, just like the Apollo. Put them there. Just because I don't want to block the door. There we go. We have parachutes. Okay. Again, separate the stage out. I did put... These weren't drogue chutes, were they? Radial mount. Yeah, that's the one. Mark 2. Don't want any drogue chutes. Okay, right. Re-entry, orbiter, moon lander. Next is the thing to get us into space. If you want to go faster, X is the key bind for symmetry. Ah, see? Right. We're going to do like a test flight into orbit first as well. I just want to test all the stage before we do our mission as well. Let's get rid of that. Coupling, right. That's a massive one. No. Okay. So we're going to have a massive. You don't have to go too crazy, but I want one that just goes a little bit bigger, so it looks a little bit more rocket shaped. Where's the? There we are. So we're going to have. Oh, it isn't even the biggest. It's crazy, isn't it? I think 1, 2. No, I think that's even. I don't even need. I want something similar, but not as quite as big. This is about 3 of these. Let's go 1, 2, and I think that'll be enough. And then we're going to put. Yeah. Mammoth engines, and then 2 boosters. I think that should be enough. Or also remember to reroute. Oh yes, need to reroute the rocket. Yes, to this. Okay, now solid rocket boosters. I just use these couplings. I'm going to use 2 SRBs. Engines. Not the most powerful. These things are ridiculous. I tried launching a rocket yesterday with it. It was just bonkers. Okay, there we are. Look! It looks rocket-like, doesn't it? Hey, I can go really fancy and have them parachute down and everything, but no, we're not worried about that. Alpaca Airways. Too big a cone. It's one I just chose. That was ridiculous. That was too small. Where's all the cones from? There we go. If you want to be super fancy, definitely had a lander under the command module and a rotating orbit and pull a lander out. I'm not that good. Right. I will get really fancy though with the separation now. I've got the little you get those little rockets that shoot them off, don't they? Sepatrons. Yeah, I love these. So we'll put a couple of these in, and that way when they're spent, they'll shoot off. Hopefully the bottom won't hit the rocket, but you know, there we are. A couple of Sepatrons. Right, so they want to go off at the same time as those. So those 2 hit. Staging is so important. Right, this engine needs to go off at the same time as the SRBs. Okay, separate. Perfect. Next is this stage and that engine, so we can put those together. And then we have this engine. Right, yeah, so basically that will be. We won't use this stage because we'll separate them. Okay. Just need some. What are they called? The things that hold onto it. That hold onto the rocket before launch. Is that the coupling? Was it utility? Oh yeah, I don't have a launch escape system for our Kerbals. What's the name of the thing that holds onto it? Oh, I can't remember. Ground. Oh, there's so much stuff you should look at some of the YouTube channels. People design incredible spacecraft, and there's so many in the Steam workshop as well. Launch clamp in the structural tab. Thank you. There it is. They're pretty strong. Okay, right, now I need to make this the primary vehicle. So is that when you press 4 and then click? Yeah, there we are. So I've rerouted it now. Excellent. Now we need to decide where everyone's going to be sat. So we're not going to go straight into the moon mission. So I've actually got. I need everyone in the command pod. Well, we won't get everyone in. Actually, no, we can. Look, pilot. Yeah. Sorry, Bob. You're going to have to stay. So everyone in the command module for launch. Staging is good. This is going to be here. Oh, I need to put all my... hold on, I'm not quite finished yet. I need to put the shroud. Oh, what have I done here? I don't like those controls. There we are. Oh my gosh. So we need to work out where to put all the shroud here. I think it's that one. Yeah. So I want it pretty much to start probably here. So I'll just separate that, put the start the shroud there. Okay, now we're going to cover our rocket. Oh yeah. Oh, hold on. Is the gear retracted? There we are. Can make it a little bit more realistic now. Ah, what's my shroud? Was that my shroud or my RCS? Oh, I've screwed this up. No, that is my shroud. Check it out. Off. What? Let me just start again. Where's my RCS? My reaction wheel? I feel I should add one to my spacecraft here as well. Let me just... Bro isn't even Artemis, just pointy end up, flamey end down. Yeah, that's right. Right, let me just... I just wanted to add a reaction wheel to the spacecraft here. There we are. This gives me a little bit more directional control, and I've got a reaction wheel there as well. Okay, and we'll put these a little higher now. Right, my shroud. So I need to put this shroud. I want it starting there. We're going to do a test flight. See how everything is. Stick out a little bit, then up. Check it out! Pointy rocket! Look at this, guys! It's complete! It's complete! It looks rockety! Peak design. Right. Don't worry about my solar panels, they'll be fine. Right, just one more time, these stages. This. Where we jettison that... No, we need to be able to jettison the shroud. That's it. Okay. Who's ready for... I think we're ready for a little test flight. 5,000 Delta V, massive overkill. Have you remembered struts? No. But we'll see if we can get away without struts. Launch! It's a test flight. We can test all the stages. We'll do one orbit of Kerbal and come back. And then, if it all is good, why not just launch it? Oh, yes, I might need a few struts for my boosters. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, my boosters. I'll just connect those. I need both sides, please. Oh, can't I do that as symmetry? Hold on. There we are. It's already stronger. Launch. Alpaca 1, here we go. Auto check staging. I think staging is good. I've checked staging. Oh, look at the stability now. Right, here's the view of the Kerbals in the command pod. Bill, Valentina, Gemma, 2 pilots. Alright, here we go. Let's try 75% thrust. SAS on. 3, 2, 1, launch. Oh yeah! Right, let's turn 90 degrees, start to turn a little bit. It's good, it's got good control. Oh, I love it. It's so good. Get the sonic boom now as well. down a bit. Just using the keyboard commands. It's pretty stable. Prograde. Oh, actually, no, I need to go a little bit lower than that. This is good, guys. It's not the most efficient launch. I'm already. Oh, there we go. There's a sonic boom. Oh, going. Bit of re-entry. I went too vertically. I should have gone a little bit more horizontal first. Right, about to dump the SRBs. We can try these little launches. Oh, staging is so cool. Oh yeah, well this is a test flight. That's the worst launch I've ever seen. There we are. I think I can ditch my shroud now. Oh, I'll do it. I'll deploy. Here we go. Yes, this game is so epic. All right. This is just a. Oh gosh, I've got RCS today. That will help a little bit. There we are. Right, 70,000 meters is orbit in RCS world. In RCS world, KSB. This is the most inefficient launch ever. It should be a lot flatter, but what I'm going to do now is just point a little bit against my path. I've got loads of rocket fuel. We'll go up to 200,000 meters. There we are. We're in space, everyone. I hope you have the Firefly mod. Re-entry with that is sick. Yeah, this is the Firefly mod. Yeah, got that installed. There was a YouTuber. Yeah, I haven't played KSP much, but he did like a top 10 mods, and then I downloaded that utility, and it installs all the mods all automatically. KCAN or something like that. Just use that. So obviously everything takes a long time. You can sort of warp places, so we'll sort of warp up just to get to our apoapsis. There we are. Just go prograde. We'll just I won't fully circularize the orbit, but yeah, use a bit of RCS to get onto. Oh, it looks cool. Yeah, that's it. CCAN, that's it. Yeah, look at Kerbal as well. The default one is it's old, you know. It works, but it just looks really old school. Right, let's just circularize the orbit. So Z for full power. That won't take long to circularize in this. It's so powerful. Look at, I'm pulling about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6G. There we are. I'm technically in orbit, not circular, but there we are. We are successfully in orbit. All right. So what we're going to do now is just test the staging. Alright, so next stage, it will stay in orbit forever, but I'll tidy it up in the... well, what I could technically do is to make sure this part burns up, is go retrograde. It's a bit messy, but I'll deploy my solar panels as well. But this is all real physics, guys. This isn't like a game at this stage. It's using real-world orbital mechanics, physics. I think in reality, in the atmosphere, there's a little bit of this space is a little bit of atmosphere from Earth in real life. So I know the ISS, they have to boost every few was it weeks or months just to make sure that they can stay in orbit. So this is going to be a bit tricky. What I'm going to do is fire the engine and then destage, so then it will actually burn up in the atmosphere. But this will be really messy. Right, so I'm going to put the engine on a little bit. Destage. There we are. Now get out of the way. Come on, get out of the way. Ah! Because the engines are on. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! The thrust is burnt off my solar panel. That bit's shut off now. I don't know where that's going to end up, but I've damaged my rocket. Yeah, you got to be careful, guys. Got to be careful. Right. So let's just burn. I'll just test this engine. Don't do that. Right, reaction wheels are working. Obviously, you've got rid of a lot of mass there. You've got all the information about your spacecraft here. So, right now, Where is it? Oh, there's so much you can do. Where do you find all the... These are the mods. There's a way of finding out your mass of your spacecraft and everything, but I can't remember what it is. Anyway, yeah, it's pretty cool. Right, we're just going to go prograde, just test this engine, and we'll do a little docking exercise. Solar panel it off. It's okay, we're still getting electricity. Look, electrical charge is full. Alright, so let's just test this engine quickly. Okay, good. Engine works fine. And this is what we'll have to do when we get into orbit around Luna. So obviously we'd now go off to the moon. Next stage would be to... Basically, we've got to move the astronauts around. So you can either EVA, so there you go, look, you can go outside as a Kerbal, let go. R is to control your little jetpack, look, and you can go around and die if you don't get back into your spaceship. It's cool, isn't it? Alright, when I first did this, I did accidentally kill my Kerbal. Oh no, how do I... There we are, let's go back. So you can either do it this way and move literally to the lander, but as we're simulating a docking... Actually, I didn't need any struts between these two, did I? So... There we are. So the easiest way though is to do... We're going to keep one pilot in here. So Bill's an engineer, and we'll put Jebidiah and Bill on the Mun. So what we'll do is click that. You can do crew transfer. Transfer crew. Bill. Oops. On default. Oops, what to do there? Transfer crew. Bill. Click where you want him to go. We'll put him in the top lander. Boom, done. And you can see he's moved, look, takes a while there. So Bill's in the lander, and then let's move Valentina. Transfer crew. We need a pilot in there, you see Valentina. Ah, no, don't go outside. Transfer crew, Valentina. And she can go in there. Well, it doesn't really matter, they can both control. There we are. So now we have someone in a lander cam. There's a view of Valentina's in the lander cam. Bill's in there as well, and we can just de-dock. We can undock now. So let's undock. So there we are. Jebidiah's in here, so he's a pilot, so he can control the spaceship. Look, we'll leave him in orbit, and then if I press this, we can control the lander cam. So this has a lot of delta V as well. Look at that, 2000. So we'll do a little test. Test the engine slightly. So I need to press space. There we are. So it's all working. Has its own solar panels. Then I can practice just doing a little docking. So I haven't done this for a while. I did practice yesterday. Docking is hard. Like when you first do it, it takes a while. Oh yeah. So basically, I don't have RCS on this. So what I'm going to do, I do have some basic RCS. Hardly any RCS fuel though. But I'm going to use, basically I'm going to use this to go to the Mun, and then I'll use this to dock. So we're going to switch controls, press docking mode. I'm on linear controls, RCS on. There we are. Oh no, on. Hold on, is that right? Rotate? No, yeah, linear. Oh, I don't like how it's rotating. Oh, it's because I had SAS off, that's why. And then, to help, you can set that as target. And then you can use all this. To learn to do this takes ages. You just use the ASW keys. I'm going to attach some lights to these spacecraft as well. I think, out of all the things in Kerbal, docking is the hardest. Yeah, I remember Andy Pix, it took me ages to learn to do this. So you can press space in this mode as well. It won't stage. I remember when I first did it, it felt like such an achievement as well. But like flight simulation, you know, when you do a flight from A to B in a difficult aircraft, you get that same sort of reward with this. You know, it's great. Oh, what's happened here? Oh, yes. There we are. Let's go. It's night on the dark side of the Earth. I think the test flight's going quite well. Yeah, JKH with translation. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, the game's reasonably forgiving. You know, you can dock at this sort of speed, it'll be fine. Oh, look, the sun's just set. Um, but yeah, as you saw, when I fired off the engines on the other one. Oh no, I'm not quite lined up. Look. Let me just go backwards. Oh, sort of. I'm in contact. A little bit of metal scraping. It's all good. So it's quite hard in this view to actually see. That's a bit better lined up now. Let's try again. It doesn't help it's night time. Yeah, I'm going to add lights. There it goes, look, there it goes. Boom! Docked. Yes. Right then, we've got to make sure then that we just don't kill anyone, leave anyone behind. So look, what we'll do now is go retrograde. Retrograde. We don't need RCS because we've got enough force from the reaction wheels. See, the electrical charge goes down a lot. Right, I'll speed things up slightly just to get onto the sunny side. I'll try and land on the spaceport, which is here. I'm not very good at judging it. You have two engines. Ah, well spotted. Yeah, I do have two engines on now, don't I? Yeah, because I've now attached the lander. So basically, we need to now transfer. I mean, I'll just leave it in Earth, orbit around Kerbin. It'll be fine. So we'll now transfer Bill back into the here, and then here transfer Valentina. So we should all be now in the. We can always check 1, 2. Yeah, we're all in there now. We're all in the orbiter, and now I can basically undock, leave this in orbit forever. Yeah, look, if I actually fire the engines, they'll work against each other, won't they? Oh, if I had some through. Oh yeah, I'm still in docking mode. There you go. If I actually, there you go. So I can actually dump the lander as well. Do what I did last time, but without I could rip the whole ship apart. But let's try it. Actually, no, that's actually. Oh no, that's going to be facing the right way. Right, let's undock. I can turn the lights on there, but they're no good. Right, here we go. Undock. Bye bye lander. Let's just get away from the ship here. Oh, it's so calm, peaceful. Obviously, in reality, space missions are planned. These maneuvers, when in advance, is me just driving it like I stole it. There we are. And now we can do our deorbit burn. So we're gonna, we'll try and get close to our our home base. So I'm going to start doing a little bit of a deorbit burn now, just to get our apoapsis down. So I'm burning my engines. Oh, the sound pack is great. Bye bye lander. There it is. Bye bye. You could disable the lander. Yeah, I could have done that, but I've abandoned it now. So that's now below into the atmosphere. There we are. So I think that might get us quite close to our where we need to land. And yeah, look how much delta we have. Got 2,500. But here we go. We're already into the atmosphere, so we best actually separate. Hold on, otherwise we're gonna die. Just check my staging. Here we go. Bye bye orbiter. Just the shoots to come. Keep it in retrograde. And the sun's rising. It's so cool. Has anyone here never seen this before, by the way? Any of my regular Flight Deck Sim viewers? Well, let me know what you think. It's cool. So you've got your ablator, because already it's decreasing. So is it pronounced ablator? It's basically the material that can be burned to keep your ship safe. But that's starting to deteriorate now, because look, we're in the upper echelons of the atmosphere. We're doing 2,200 meters per second. Whoa, up in there. That was weird. Never played it, Grace. I've never heard of it before. Oh, it's so cool. Look at this. This is running a lot of mods, though. But I think we're good. I think we're ready for our lunar mission. I think our test flight has been a great success. First time using it, Lee, as well. I'll speed things up ever so slightly, because you guys want the re-entry effects are pretty cool. So obviously the atmosphere is incredibly thin here. We're beginning to decelerate now as the drag increases. We're still doing a phenomenal amount of speed. I'll just speed up ever so slightly more. Yeah, look, they're starting to get some of the atmospheric effects now. It looks really cool in the window view as well. It's epic. And you've got to get this right. If you do this too fast or come into the orbit at a ridiculous speed, you'll just burn up. Hello, the Kerbin. Hope you're doing well. But I don't know how many hours I've got playing this game. About 300 or 400, but most of it was 10 years ago. Does it show the temperature of the heat shield? I don't think so. There's most certainly a mod, I think, and if it gets too hot, you start seeing temperature gauges coming up. Not with, you don't see any temperature, but you can sort of see if they're beginning to overheat. I don't think we need to make any. I'm going to add some lights. That was it. This is quite a short, shallow re-entry, but look, we're not too far off. We're going to land short of the space center. The space center is here, and that's where we're going to land. See the end of that blue dot? And obviously that's going to come closer towards us now. Yeah, beginning to get a little bit of G-force. Little Kerbal's always pulling funny faces. Matthew Kiff, I think there's a thermal overlay in the stock game, but I can't remember the button. Oh, I can't remember at all. You start getting some sonic boom sound effects. Where's the bit I detached? Has that gone straight ahead? Is that burnt up? You see the other bits. If you separate really late, you get all the parts. Yeah, look at all this. It's so cool. Yeah, sometimes you see the other space parts burning up. This is a mod as well. Oh, this must be so scary for any astronaut doing this. Awesome. The sound effects are wicked. Awesome. F11, F12 for thermal overlay. Ah, cool. Does it actually show you aerodynamic forces overlay? It's like X-Plane. So I think it just shows you the temperatures, but not the actual. Well, it sort of shows you what's heating up. Is a default scale size solar system? No, so Kerbal, they use Earth's gravity, but the actual planet is a bit smaller than Earth. And look at the deceleration now, really fast, because we're in the thick parts of the atmosphere. There we are. Sort of the most dangerous part is over. Still too unsafe to deploy the chutes. Look, unsafe, it says. these sonic booms are so cool. Speed up a little bit now. And then we're obviously going to reach sort of terminal velocity for this spacecraft. I always switch this over so you can see your height above the ground. Through the clouds. Safe to deploy the chutes. Let's see how late I can leave it. I think that'll do. Oh, deploy! There we go. We made it. All Kerbal survived. Hi Poggers, what a coincidence this gets recommended to me. I just got home from a flight and it was in a Boeing 737. Welcome. Anyone that's... I think there might be some people who have never actually seen my main channel, but yeah, this is my gaming channel, which I stream on about once a year. My main channel, Flight Deck to Sim, is flying lots of different simulated aircraft based on my experience as a 7.3 pilot. There we are, down. Another successful mission. We've landed next to some lavender. I don't know what that is. There you are. You can EVA if you want to and explore the whole solar system to explore. Anyway, there we are. Oops. Oh, I've fallen down. Oops. No. And look, you can see the gravity. We'll compare that on the moon later. I'm stuck. Bored. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to EVA separately. Oh, well there we are. How do I get back on? F grab, because I'm gonna have to recover separately otherwise. There we are, board. Recover vessel, and you can only do this when you've landed. There we are, a good test mission. All right. Pogger says, you're a genuine pilot. You sound very young. Yeah, 16 years on the 7.3, about 7,000 hours. Believe it or not, I'm actually an examiner instructor on the 737 as well. Anyway, look, we've collected all the pilots. Just to give you an idea of the size of Kerbal. So look, you can recover. There's our lander, look, which we abandoned. You can sort of delete it if you want, terminate it. If there's any crew on it, you'll kill them. But there we are. We've recovered all our bits there. But just to give you a size of the scale. There's Kerbal. There's our mission to the Mun next. That's what we're going to fly to. You have a second moon in the game called Minmus. And then all the way out here you've got asteroids you can go and collect and explore. And then you've got Eva, Moho, which was like Mercury, Venus, Mars, which is Duna, not Luna. I've managed to get a spacecraft there but never been able to land. And then look, out here you've got Dres, Jewel, and Elo. And not only that, a lot of these planets, if we concentrate on Jewel, zoom in, look, they have their own moons you can go and explore. Bop, Tylo, Val, and they're all you can all land on them and explore. It's incredible. It's incredible. Right, anyway, look, I think it's now time. We'll just make some small modifications to our rocket. Okay, go to the vehicle assembly building. I think we said lights, didn't we? So I think we'll just add some lights both to the lander, so when we land, if it's dark, we can actually see the surface. So lights, I want the ones that face down. Navigation, Illuminator Mark 1. I think they're just like nav lights, these ones, as opposed to the ones that Illuminator Mark 1. I think the ones that just... Oh, you can make helicopters in this as well, it's bonkers. Dome light. Where's the lander? No, I really want the one that sticks out a bit. Not by too much. I think dark white, yeah, this one. So just sort of stick. Oh, they're massive. That one stick. It looks like a security light on the front of your house. Anyway, look. We'll have a couple. Maybe even 4, look. Boom. So that'll be for landing on the Mun. Yeah, we'll put those there, look. Absolute tank of a light. It doesn't matter, they're under the shroud. And we'll have some lights facing forward as well. Actually, no, I'll only have one on... I might just pop a couple on here. Oh yeah, look, that's cool. 4 lights. Look, so when we dock, we can clearly see, because I'm going to use obviously this vehicle to dock. Yes. Anything else? Word clamp? I think we're ready to go. Watch out for the ladder and the light. Oh yeah, that's a point. Oh, we didn't fully test this ladder. We'll be fine. Well remembered, sir. Oh gosh, yeah. How do I remove just that one light? We'll have 3 lights. Oh no, you know what? I'll actually have 2. We'll put them there. That's all we need. Well spotted. Thank you so much. Echo Victor. Alright. Extra RCS for the lander, maybe? Oh, yeah. That's a point, actually, because I've only got RCS. I mean, I have got a reaction wheel, but I think that's probably a really good idea. Where am I going to put it? Oh, solar panels there. They need to sort of line up with this one, don't they? Too much experience with that Echo. I think I remember one as well. I put the ladder and it made the spacecraft tip over or something. And then I did a rescue mission. I've got reaction wheels, so I've got a massive one here, so I'm not too bothered about that. And I've only got a tiny RCS fuel tank anyway. So, look, I think we're ready here for Alpaca 2, like Artemis II. This should hopefully be a successful Lunar Landing. Right. I know you can wait for the Moon to be in a certain position in orbit for a more efficient launch, but we'll just go from whatever, okay? Right, wish me luck, guys. I think we're ready to go. Just make sure all the crew are in the right place. In the command pod, 2 pilots and an engineer. We'll leave Valentina in charge of the orbiter whilst we do a lunar landing. Okay. You can engagable clamshell upon the shroud to give it a bit cooler effect when it separates. Oh yes. I'll add that to which stage. I'm just double check this staging as well. I mean, I'll probably just keep it separate, but I think by the time the booster's deployed, I was well in space. But yeah, I'll have it as that. I just need to make a bit more of a circular orbit. There we are. There you go. Mass 292 tons. I think we're good. Let's go. Let's do it. Oh yeah, you can right-click the shroud, can't you, and then just press deploy or something like that. Okie dokie, here we go. Just launch up here. Hey, wouldn't it be great if we actually have no crashes? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, launch. There we are. I'm going to start turning a little bit earlier than last time. Awesome. Thanks for subscription, whoever that was. Welcome. More thrust. Awesome. That's better. Much more efficient launch. Get ready to dump the boosters. Oh, going so fast, we're actually getting re-entry. Oh, that probably even could have been even flatter than that. I'm going to go up to 100,000 meters. Bye, boosters. Oh, that was not the most efficient burn. I could have gone far flatter. You know, to lower it, but yeah, I've actually got re-entry heat. Oh, sonic boom. Oh, cool. Unfortunately, you can't see the boosters, but you can. They're too far away. But you can change camera views to see where everything is, which is pretty epic. Right, we'll ditch the shroud. Here we go. Boom. Awesome. Will you do more KSP streams? Possibly. This channel gets very little attention because any spare time I like to concentrate on making flights and videos. But you know, if there's enough people that comment and go, "Yeah, you know, that was a wicked. Can you do that again?" We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, most inefficient orbit, but I've got loads of delta V left to circularize at 100,000 meters. I'll just do that. You know, ideally you have a full circle by the time you reach into space, but I don't want to waste any of this delta V. Pro tip for Mun transfer: aim for a quarter of an orbit ahead of the Mun to get an encounter straight away. Oh, cool. Yeah, that I don't know. It's the most, honestly, our most inefficient orbital mechanics. I get what I need to do and how it works, but the most efficient way and using minimal delta V, absolutely clueless. Awesome. Right, so just waiting now until apoapsis in 1 minute 26 seconds. Toga. Toga in chat. I should have said Toga's in chat. Right, I might as well deploy my solar panels. There we are. I'll leave the ones off the lander. Awesome. Alright, so you wait until the apoapsis then burn, and then you can perfectly circularize the orbit. Where is the Mun anyway? Oh, it's the other side of Kerbal. Oh no, it's... Yeah, it's just gone ahead of us slightly. We'll do an orbit first anyway. Can we do Boca Mun landing? Got no way of working out my landing rate. Alright, cool. I mean, it looks very Apollo-like, doesn't it? And like I said, the steam store, there's so many people that make their own rockets which you can fly yourself. There's thousands upon thousands. What's the alternative for Mun? It's a one-way, well, it's a two-way trip. Alternatives to come back to Kerbin. Right, here we go. There's the apoapsis. So that's the height of the orbit. Look, you see the vertical speed changing going down. Let's go. This will not take long. I might even use a bit of this rocket for the lunar transfer. Why not? Again, I don't need to perfectly circularize it. There we are, that'll do. We've got 85,000. Yeah, to raise this periapsis, I need to be over here, but you know, I'm high enough. 88,000, that's absolutely fine. And we'll be going at our fastest point. Right, now, I'm going to use... still got 500 meters per second delta V here, so I'm going to use this. Still our first stage. To get to... use a little bit of there as well. To get to the lunar transfer. So now I've got to work out where's the best place to do the burn. Is it around here? I'm just going to add a manoeuvre here. So it only takes 19 minutes to do an orbit. I've not got an encounter there. Ah, there's an encounter. Alright, that will get us a 1 million meter periapsis. Guys, bear with me because I haven't played this game for such a long time. There we are, look at that. 32,000 meter flyby. And then I'll just adjust the plane here so it's on the same one. Great, so I've got a manoeuvre here. It's going to cost me 891 delta V. Again, it's probably the most inefficient place to do it. I could probably do it somewhere and burn a lot less, but I've got 500 left here and I've still got 2,000 delta V for my orbiter. So it's going to be a 43 second burn. I'll press the manoeuvre node here, and the manoeuvre is going to be in 23 minutes, but we'll speed up time. So yeah, I've got enough reaction wheels to move the entire massive rocket. Accelerate at the periapsis. There we are. But obviously real spacecraft don't have the ability to do this. They have to use little thrusters. Ah, yeah, right click. Yes, sorry, you're quite right. You can right click that, can't you? I did know that. There we go. So we'll do our burn and then we can make some mild course corrections en route. As a stream, that's will be signing you up for Artemis 4. Right, on the manoeuvre node, let's just speed things up to get around the manoeuvre. How do I warp there? Electro Slider, welcome. How do you warp to the manoeuvre again? Is it this? No. I could just speed up time and try not to go shooting past it. There we are. Whee! So obviously when you're doing interplanetary missions, the time is real. You know, it'll take you 8-9 months to go there, but you can warp it in about 10 seconds. So. Alright, cool. So I'm now 3 minutes away from my manoeuvre. Click the arrow next to the Delta V readout for the manoeuvre. Delta V arrow. Where's that? Ah, there you go. Accelerate at the periapsis as the O-berth effect. Yes, because the periapsis is where you're going fastest around the orbit, isn't it? I'm doing it at the probably the most inefficient time, which is here. Next to the nav ball. Oh, what have I done? Oh, you pressed that. Perfect. Oh, is that speeding me up to the manoeuvre? Oh, I like that. Oh, I've removed my... Oh, I've deleted my manoeuvre. Oh, no. Quick. Add manoeuvre. Oh, gosh. I don't know what... noob here. It's alright. I've done another one. $500,000. Oh, it's not as good as my previous one. Ah, quick. Oh, well, I'll have to do a mid-course correction. You deleted it, don't. See, I had it all sorted. 18 seconds to the manoeuvre. Quick. This will do. I can do a course correction on route. It's fine. It's fine. Right, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark. Getting ready to delete this stage as well. Bye, stage. Ah, there we're away. Getting ready for engine cut-off. Liquid fuel depleting. Alright, we're going to make a course correction burn anyway. There we are. Alright. Perfect. The INI built Artemis. Alright, so right now we are going to be, if I get rid of that manoeuvre, control locked. So how do I delete it now? Delete. How do I delete that manoeuvre, guys? It says control locked. At the moment I'm passing by 350,000 meters, not bad. You should turn on extended burn indicator. It'd be better if you started to burn 15 seconds before the node. Oh really? So much I don't know, guys. So much I don't know. I'm a complete noob, but I can build something and get to the... There is our bun. What's your theory selling the Alpaca Space Program? Yeah, 1 trillion Kerbal coins. The green check mark. Ah, okay, perfect. Right. Yeah, how do I delete this manoeuvre? Oh, you press the green check mark. Ah! Focus Kerbin. What have I done? Oh! I want to focus on my Alpaca II. Oh, guys, what have I done? This is what I mean. How do I get back onto my spacecraft? What have I done here? Well, I can't fly my spacecraft staring at Kerbal. But if you wanted to sit here in real time, it would take, if I press this, 2 hours 34 minutes. Brackets, I believe. Oh no. Press the wiggly semicolon. I don't even find where that button is. I can't. If I press space, by the way, I'm screwed. I could. I'm pressing that button. Right. I think you press add. Oh, well done. There you go. It is add. Okay. Right. Look, we're going to carry on, and then we're going to make a mid-course correction burn. There is. I mean, it's like a normal stream. If you want to wait 2 hours, we'll be there in sort of real time in the game. Now I'll speed things up. Just have a sip of drink. Anyway, look at that. height above Kerbin increasing. Right, let's speed things up. And we are now doing pretty much what Artemis II did. There we are, there's the Mun. It's so cool, this game. This mod pack as well was so good. Right, so I might make a mid-correction burn soon. I want to have an orbit of 10,000 meters. Alright, cool. Let's make a little mid-correction burn. So what way do I need to fire my engines to lower my periapsis? Because at the moment, if I don't do anything, I'm going to shoot off, look, swing around the moon, and then go into deep space, Kerbin escape, and then I'm orbiting the sun on this pink loops, look, the sun apoapsis, and then we're dead. So we've got to be careful here. You can't screw this up. So we'll add a manoeuvre in 2 minutes. That's fine. So let's have a look here. Which way do I need to do it? Oh yeah, that way. I did it. So that's... There you go, 10,000 meters. Oh, no, that will collide with the moon. There we are, 9,900. Alright, so that's only going to take 46 meters per second delta V. So maneuver node. Small reactions or changes here have massive impacts on your orbit. So when do I start the burn again? Someone said don't wait until the time node in T changes. What a month. Oh really? I'm not certain how high the peaks are. The Mun 20,000 might be safer. Ah, thanks for the insight. Roger. You know what? I'm actually going to stay in this view when I do the burn. So when it gets to 20,000 meters, I can exactly stop the burn. Just using my mouse wheel here for small changes. To 20,000 meters, that'll do. Half the burn time before the node. Ah, so at T 3 seconds for a 6-second burn. Oh, so this is a 4-second burn. So half the burn time. So 2 seconds before. You can orbit as low as 6,000 and have a bit of cliff. I'll do 20,000. Play it safe. Right, 46 seconds till this burn. But I'm not going to do it exactly as per this. I'm just going to look at the actual periapsis, and when it's 20,000 meters, cut the engines. Oh, dear me. Bosh, you're an astronaut now, I know. Oh, there's home. But we're not there yet. Alright. Coming up to the manoeuvre node. But I'm going to keep an eye on this. There you go. It won't really matter if I start the engines now. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. So it's going down now. Look, I've just started the engines. Get ready to cut the engines. My orbit's nice and... here we go. Do lots of on-offs, look. Oh, that'll do. 25,000 meters. Awesome. I can now delete that maneuver. Oh no, you can't do it that way. Right, there we are. So I don't need to do anything now until I get into the orbit. So let's... where's the Mun? There we are. So let's speed things up again. Ah! God, that would have been too quick. You've got to be so careful using that as well. So here we are. This is the Mun encounter, so where the gravitational influence from the Mun is sort of greater than the Kerbin, is that right? Or so did you win the influence of the Mun. So there we are. We should get a circularized orbit when we pass this. Boom. There we are. And there's our periapsis at 25,000 meters. And if I don't do anything, this is the orbit I'll end up around the sun. Because look, this will give us an escape velocity outside of Kerbin. Alright. Alright, so I want to go retrograde. Oh, why? Why am I not moving? That's alarming. What have I done here? I've got no control of my because you're time warping. Thanks. That made me nervous. Ah. Okay. So this now I need. Yeah, I can't. I'm struggling to get delete maneuvers once I'm done with them. Control locked. What did I do last time? Turn the game up slightly now, because I'm not burning big engines. Click the red X beside the nav ball. Oh, got you, thank you. Right then. So, we're now going to wait until we're at the periapsis and then do a retrograde burn to circularize the orbit, and then we can prepare for the moon landing. Right. This is now in reference to the altitude of the Mun. 56 minutes, so let's just warp there. Whee! Wow, there we are, guys. We are in orbit, and the textures get better when you get closer as well. Okay, 2 minutes until the periapsis, and we're going to circularize the orbit. Do you like retrograding whilst flying? I've not tried it. No. All is calm, all is well. Do you want to have a little look outside, Bill? There you go, EVA. You can EVA look, have a look. I best get you back in here. This is auto for this, brilliant. Flight sim becoming a KSP channel effective April 1st. Yeah. All flight sim content removed. And Matt Lone, that's a lot of it. I like watching a lot of his videos. Alright, let's just warp there now. Getting ready for the retrograde burn. I've not actually set up a manoeuvre for this. I'm just going to burn retrograde. There we are. There we go then. You'll see the vertical speed starting to increase. Go. See the orbit starting to adjust. Won't become a Mun escape anymore, become a Mun orbit. There we are, we've now circularized the orbit. Whoa, quick, quick, quick. I want to get as perfect orbit as possible. I might make it 20,000 this side and then we'll switch. You've got to stay in this view really when you're doing these burns. I've literally used half of my orbit as fuel. I'm going to perfectly circularize this orbit anyway. Oh, that'll do. Right, and we're going to wait until... Now, what I'm going to just do, guys, here is go all the way round here. So I'm just going to warp here, go once around the Mun. Go retrograde, because I just want to perfectly get down to 20,000 meters, basically. More for making the return to the lander easier. Periapsis, so always burn opposite where you want to be. That'll do. There we are. 20,000 meter orbit achieved. We are now in orbit around Kerbal Space Program's Mun. Amazing. We've done it. So technically, I should go back now and then repeat the mission. No, we're going to do a landing. So, I want to land during the day. And we're just going to stay on this plane and just go there. Quick save. Yeah, I should probably actually do that, shouldn't I? Save, quick save, save. There we are. Just in case. There we are. Right, so to make sure it's daytime, I'm just going to warp probably to about here. Round we go. And then we'll... Oh, look. Oh, that's just like the Artemis mission. Hold on. Oh, I've just missed that. Oh, that's a shame. We'll try and get Earthrise. And what's really cool, you can get rid of all the overlay. So you can actually just see what it would look like without all the stuff in the way. There it is. Oh, it was a very quick Earthrise, but there we go. Right, can we just test all our lights, actually? Oh! That made me jump. I put the gear down on the orbiter. There we are. So there's the lights on the... that'll be great for docking later. And we've got the lights on the lander as well. But now we need to transfer some Kerbals. Alright, so I'm going to extend the... panels here as well, just so we don't run out of electricity during our landing. Okay, so we decided we're going to transfer. We're going to have Valentina stay on the orbiter, and we'll have Jebidiah and Bill on the lander. They will be the first to land Flat 50. Right. So transfer crew. Bill, transfer to the that's a Bill in the top lander, and Jebidiah, you can go in the bottom lander. Oh, has that let me? Oh, I think just double check here. Right, who's where? So quick way of doing. So Valentina's in there. Bill's in there, and Jebidiah's in there. Perfect. I think. Yeah, there's Valentina on her own in the orbiter. Bill is in the... Oh, I could put... And I want them next to each other. Oh gosh, what's happened to my spaceship? What on earth is going on there? I have no idea what happened there. I want them together. Hold on, let me just put... I think one of these can hold two, can't they? Hey, hold on. Oh. So Jebidiah. What have I done here? Select part to transfer Bill Kerbin. Oh no. I'll put him back in the orbiter. Right, which one of these can hold two people? Not enough crew, 01. Jebidiah's in there and no one's in there. Right. Transfer Bill. Oh, I think you can only get one in each, can't you? Right, there we are. Look, I think we're sorted now. There is a small round button to the left of the three pictures, which shows you where they are. Oh, wow! I didn't know you could do that. No way. Oh, cool. So there we are. There's Bill. No, that's Valentina, I think. I don't know. Anyway, look. They're both... Are they both in the one of the land? Yeah, look, they're separated, but they are in the landers. Welcome, Slime Guy, thanks. Anyway, look. I did say... I've screwed this up here. Yeah, bear with me. Just what I want to have. We've got... Oh, we've got to make sure we no, we've got two pilots. We've got to make sure there's a pilot left in here, otherwise they won't be able to steer. Well, they can, but they don't have all the controls. Oh, I've really... Right, let me just... What is there a quicker way of doing this? Transfer Bill. I'm just going to put them all... Like, Bill's already in there, isn't he? so bad. I'm so sorry. Right, I'm going to put them all back in here for a second. Okay, great. They're all together. Just like magic, yeah, transferred. Right, 1, 2. No, they're still not all together. Right, now all 3 are together. We had a plan for this, got to be really careful. 1, 2, 3 Kerbals. Right. 1. Transfer crew. We said we're going to have Bill transfer in the top section. Transfer crew, Jebidiah in the bottom section. Right. Okay. Well, we would have done 2 more orbits probably by now. 1, 2, 3 Kerbals. Right, we're ready to go, guys. Are you wishing me the best of luck, please? I will need it. And this is where we'll separate our crew. Right. Here we go, undocking. We've undocked, switching, so we've got 2 vehicles. We're going to switch to the lander. There we are. Bill and Jebidiah. We've got the reaction wheel on, so we can steer easily enough. I'm just going to do a little burn just to get away. And start this engine. Loads of Delta V in this. Right, here we are. Fire the engine. Definitely press space. There we are. See you later, Orbiter. Alpaca Airways represent. Quick save? No, I don't need it. It's all good. Retrograde. Getting ready for the deorbiting burn. Alright, man, we're going to try and... We'll probably get just past this giant crater first. I'll do a little burn just to lower the orbit and get away from the orbiter. Right, see you later, Orbiter. And we can transfer fuel if we have any left. There we are, just wanted to get away from the orbiter. Oh, bye-bye. Hopefully we'll see you soon. Oh god, I'm about to land on the mud. Alright. So you can see, just that little burn light has lowered my periapsis by 10,000 meters. And look at the speed change between the two. I've already lost the orbiter, there we go. There's Kerbal, there's the sun. 160 meters away, Alpaca II. Excuse me, we've got loads of Delta V. This is actually quite a fuel... yeah, we've got enough here, like Delta V, to leave Kerbal, isn't it? Right, we're now going to choose our landing spot. I think we're going to get past this giant crater, and I think maybe around here. So let's just do another little burn here. No atmosphere, of course. So now if I don't do anything, I will crash into the moon just here and die. Anyway, that's all it takes to do a deorbiting burn. How quickly can it... Oh yeah, I just want to see, yeah, how quickly I can accelerate. Okay, landing spot I think here. Look, there's not many craters. Actually, I'm not really in the best position to land there. Look at the... Bye-bye Alpaca II orbiter. Landed to Eve, no way. Alpaca Airways. Right. Ooh, am I going to risk doing... I've done that once before and I accidentally did full this and it just went whack into the moon. I was like, oh great, and I didn't save it. Alright, I can speed it up a tiny bit. And we want high above the ground as well. There we go. I don't even know what that does. Yeah, you know what? I might just start decirculating it now. There's the Alpaca II in the perfect orbit, and we are way below. I might start looking visually. Right, I know what? Screw it. So I'm facing retrograde. Just start going a little bit more vertical. I think even mine land there. Halved my Orbital velocity. Again, this is probably the most inefficient way of landing a spacecraft in the game, but there we are. Right, look. Boom, deorbiting burn complete, and I'm going to land in this plane here somewhere. You can see those two craters. The details will increase when we get a bit closer. God, I've actually used quite a lot of fuel there. Ah. Sierra Flyers unrelated. Flight Factor 777 got updated before cross the pond. It's sim brief uplink for the route. Perfect it now. Maybe wins, but I haven't tested. Okay, I might have a look at that. So actually, if I weren't to do anything, I'd impact the moon in 1 minute and 20 seconds. Hopefully, some stuff will start loading into the moon soon. Doesn't usually look this bad. Maybe I need another mod. Alright. Reaction wheels working hard. Lights on. Oh no, I don't have any... Oh, I know I do have these two lights here. That will help. 8,000 meters. Start slowing down again now. Another burn. Alright, I've halved my velocity. Doesn't take long at all with this engine. It is Apollo. We've got Apollo style, albeit a bit overkill with the lander, and the fuel tank, but so be it. Oh yeah, my texture quality I think isn't very high, is it? That's strange. Oh yeah, what's happened to the textures? I didn't do this on my test sector. Yeah, I'll have a look at the menu. Oh gosh, it's not entirely flat here, is it? Can I change the texture settings before I land? I don't know what's happened. It looks awful. It's actually going to be really difficult. Hold on, guys. I might just have a little look here. Full red. What's happened? What's happened to my settings? Oh no. Alright, we're going to have to... Just going to have to persevere. It looks terrible. It didn't on my test sector. It looked really good. Shame. It's going to be really hard to judge the surface if it's going to look like this. Oh god, what is going... Oh my gosh, what's going on with the mud? Whoa, that's not good. Oh, I'm actually going up here. Yeah, that's something's happened to the game. What on earth's happened there? Really? I've got to change something in the menu, haven't I? This happened to you today? I've never seen this before. Oh no, I'm not burning retrograde. I'm not going to be able to see anything. Quick save and reload. Yeah, hold on, guys. Quick save to... Okay, then load that, yeah. See what happens. Ah, that's better. That's what it should look like. Yeah. Right, here we go. Retrograde. Ah, no, go prograde now. No, retrograde, quick. Quick. Oh. Oh, there we are. I'm just keeping it in retrograde. It's not... Oh, look at my lights doing the job. Here we go, guys. Might go to stability assist now for the landing. Oh, some rocks there. Alright, normal stability assist now. Tranquility Base, the Eagle has landed. Oh, it's not exactly flat. There we are. We're down. I can't believe it. There we are. There we are, look. Shame about the textures not loading in properly. I should have spotted that sooner, but never mind. Here we are. So cool. Right then, well there's only one thing left to do. Plant the flag, guys. Let's extend the ladder. Hopefully it still works. Oh, it's all good. It goes into the ground. Who should we have first, guys? Bill or Jebidiah? It's got to be Jebidiah, isn't it? Alright, EVA. Here we go. Let go. Oh, I shall go down the ladder. Oh, God, the whole spacecraft tipped. Oh. Don't make me do it. I might just let go and fall. Oh, no, no, board. Yeah, Jeb is the OG. Jeb is also adjusting the CG. I'm just going to let go. Hold on. Now, if you remember when we jumped on Kerbal, obviously it's a smaller body, so look at the gravity now when I jump. There we go. Oh yeah, look, that was lucky at the landing. Ideally, it would have been just up here, look. A little bit flatter. Right, we'll go on the flat bit anyway. Actually, no, I can get the jetpack out. Is it G or H? I can't remember. Or F. Can't remember any of the buttons. Well, I could just press space whilst I'm walking. Oh no! Oh no! I broke my solar panel with Jebidiah's head. Oh my gosh. What's the chances? I can't believe it. Now I'm stuck on some sort of weird artifact. Can I jump from there? Oh no, I'm stuck. Well, I've broken the game. Guys, I hope I can... Right, I think I better just... that was so funny. I'm just gonna... I think because I hit my head on the solar panel, I've broken something. Yeah, I'm just gonna waltz over back to the spacecraft. Make sure I can actually get back in. F grab. I'm just gonna board and... yeah, EVA again. Right. That was so funny. I don't like how it... let go. Right. Be careful. Look, can you see a bit of my solar panel? Look. So funny. Alright, well, we've got a slight issue with electrical... Oh, there's another bit of my solar panel. That's brilliant. Right, I'm going to plant the flag over here on a nice flat bit. We'll go back into the spacecraft. We'll get Bill out as well. Eva. All hatches obstructed. Can't exit. Oh no! I've trapped... I don't think you can get out the lander cam. Alright, we'll have to stay in the lander cam forever. Oh well, at least Jebidiah's here. Right, right click. Obviously in science missions you can take surface samples, get science points to unlock more parts, but we're on sandbox. Right, plant flag. Here we go. Alpaca Airways conquered the mud. Transfer the other so he can EVA. That's a good point actually. Leave Jeb behind for the mistake. Right, what should we put? Site name. Alpaca landing spot. Yeah. What should we put on the plaque text? I have a headache. That is so funny. Anyone got any inspirational posts? Anything you'd like to say? I'll write whatever you say. Alright then, you win. Oops. My head hurts. I broke the solar panel. Okay. Perfect. In Jeb we trust. So happy. Actually no, he doesn't have the jetpack on, does he? That's right. Oh look, it says Alpaca Airways on this as well. That's so cool. Where's the jetpack? I don't know why I couldn't use it. Right, we best get you back in the lander. Do you want to pick up any bits of the solar panel? This is another mod as well to make the planet look really cool. Actually, I better not, because I'll break my other solar panel. I've got no way of charging up my battery. Can I get around this? I think you can actually walk through these assets, can't you? Yeah, it's all good. It's just a photo. Right, grab. Oh, R's for... Oh, that might be why it didn't work. Board. Okay, right. We've got our flag here, and it's great because they stay in game as well, so you can view them from the mission ladder. So look, let's retract the ladder. And now we've got to work out when's the best time to start the launch. How soon before the orbiter passes over your head? Because I can do it and then rejoin, but there's probably a really efficient way of doing it. So when you reach the top of your climb, the orbiter's there. Can you repair your broken space vehicle? You can swim and climb if you have an engineer, which... Oh, Bill Kerbin is there. He can actually fix it, can't he? Can I right-click this? Repair from EVA? Oh. Well, yeah, I think you can actually. Start launch as it crests the horizon. You should be fairly close when you're in airport. Okay. So when you say crest the horizon, it just sort of... It just basically... when it just sort of basically comes over the horizon. Oh, you don't have the repair kit, Roger. Right, I'll speed things up here. Yeah, so much this game. We're just in a sandbox mode, just having a bit of fun. Alright, how long is the stream going? 2 hours it's taken us to decide to build a spacecraft. Alright, cool. So it should be now about to caress the horizon. So is that horizon sort of this from your spaceship's perspective? I did it yesterday, and I just launched, and I had to do like multiple burns. I mean, I've got quite a lot of delta V. The orbiters can pick us up as well if we get stuck. So yeah. Alright, just speed up a little bit more. I've got to make sure I go in the right direction as well, which is east, isn't it? 090. Also, double check you go east, not west. Yeah, 090. Everything's 090, isn't it? I think we can't be far off now. There we are. Okay. So if I actually look here, right, are we ready? Say goodbye to the mud, ladies and gentlemen. We can't be far off here. I've got stability assist on. Oh, it doesn't even matter if I press space. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Gear up. Bye, bud. I can't even remember what height the orbiter was at. 20,000 meters. We're going the right way. What's the right gear up? Got our one solar panel working. See how close we were. Right, getting ready to cut 20,000 meters. That'll do. Right, so now we're going to wait 2 minutes until we get there. Can we actually see that? There it is, look. Look at that. 74 kilometers away and closing. It's actually not going to be far off by the time we circularize the orbit. Yeah, NASA have to work all this out, but they'll do it perfectly. Yeah, and to be fair, it's all predictable. It's all mathematics and physics. Oh yeah, that is true. I forgot the engines also charge electricity. Well, I've got my one solar panel working fine. Alright, just speed it up ever so slightly. Whoa! God, you gotta be so careful. I've done that before and just ploughed into a planet. Oh, you know what? This is going to be pretty close. Look at the closure rate now, but we'll quickly... What was the orbital speed? I can't remember, it doesn't really matter. There we go. Just going to raise my it slightly. You know what? This is going to be pretty darn close. I might just set as target and route direct to it. That ain't bad. So I only ended up 20 kilometers away, 21.7. Now you could be very hyper efficient and do a proper orbit and meet up and take your time, or you could just point directly to it. But I think I'll try and circularize more. But I don't have a huge amount of fuel left. Right. So let's add a maneuver in 1 minute. We just basically have to raise it, don't we? Oh no, I need to set that as my target as well. There we are. So I just need to... There we go. So just need to join the two dots. So it's only going to cost us 90 meters per second delta V, and that will give us a closure distance of 2 kilometers. That's perfect. Okay, cool. Maneuver. So we increase our orbit, and that's the most efficient way, correct? I was just pointing my spaceship to it and just fired the thrusters, but I think that's obviously going to use a lot more delta V. So burn time 5 seconds, so minus 10, correct? Again, you can stick to this view. It's just so cool, and you got so much. You can just use your imagination, design your own rockets. You can build land, planet bases, orbiters, missions. There's so much to do. Great community, loads of mods. Jericho, yeah, I'm using loads of about 10 mods, but I'm using that installer, which installed them all automatically. 17 seconds. Here we go. Oh crap, I was meant to start my burn. Right, won't be too far off. What happened? What happened? It's alright, I'm fine tuning. There we are, 2.5 kilometers. Now we just wait. So now we've obviously going to speed up, say goodbye to the orbiter, 23.5. But by the time we come round, we'll pass by only 2 kilometers. And then, yeah, we've got 400 meters per second. I tell you what, I'm glad I didn't take a much smaller fuel tank. Up we go. There's the. It'll obviously pass underneath us, and then we're going to fall. Our orbit will fall onto well, not Orion, the orbiter. Actually, it might make a second orbit. Yeah, it's going to make another orbit, isn't it? There you go. Look, 200,000 kilometers above the Mun. Very little delta V was needed to change the orbit. How far away we are, but look how far above. Oh, on the dark side of the Mun as well. And look at this, look, you get no signal from Kerbal, so you can't communicate, send science, just like in real life. No signal. Right, make sure we stay in retrograde. Here we go. Let's just gonna warp here. 33 minutes. Switch over to target mode on the nav ball. Roger. Yeah, I mean, I should be on that one now. Oh, look, we're going to get a solar eclipse from Kerbal. There we are. Look, there is the orbiter. We're falling onto the orbiter to meet with just 2 kilometers closure here, and you can see your velocity relative to the orbiter. So actually, I don't want that on target now. I want to be retrograde in respect to the planet, not the... well, actually, do I want it in relation to the spaceship? No, I want retrograde in... This is... See, I'm retrograde in relation to this. Is that what I want? No, I want orbit. Surely. Oh, really? Relative to target? I suppose, but then I'm going to go flying past it. I always used to do orbit and then just burn and then sort of just see where I am. Speed up ever so slightly. There we are, they're intersecting. Oh no, we're going to... because we're in the Earth shadow, look. Yeah, we are. Retrograde to target selected. I need about 87 meters delta V. 2 minutes until the... well, I can start slowing down now, can't I? There we are. So now our closest approach is just 6. Oh, it's increased. You want to... Ah, thanks. I've read that too late. You want to burn the last word as close as possible. Ah, I'll remember that for next time. This is where I haven't quite got the gist of the orbital mechanics. Unfortunately, it was just the clips. I've got my lights on, haven't I? Right, speed up time ever so slightly. You're being a good pilot, maintaining your separation. Yes, that's good. The only reason why. Right, what I'm going to do is basically reduce it to almost 0, then point... Yeah, exactly, I just read point it directly to the target. So now... And now I can go... target. So now they're literally pointing right towards it. And now I'll just use it. And yeah, I know now. I remember now. I've got to get that yellow box on the pink bit. So I'll go down here, look. Yeah, it's like a game, look. 20 meters a second is quite a quick closure rate. What's that closure now? 2.5 kilometers again, that's good. It's most inefficient, but we'll get there, guys. So what's the closest distance now? 2 kilometers, so let's just get it down to sort of 3 kilometers. Oh my god, what is going on the moon? I think it's just the sun going through the atmosphere of Earth. Right, target again. Actually, you know what? Anti-target. I want to slow down. Got that wrong way, didn't I? I'm putting the anti-target on the little pink dot. What's the closure rate now? Whoa! 200 meters. 200 meters. What a closure. Now I definitely want to go anti-target. Slow down. 15 meters per second. That's actually it's quite quick. Alright. Got to dock with the mothership. Yeah, that's 400 meters now. Speed up slightly. Oh, there it is. There is the mothership. Ah, quick! Now I'm going to collide with it quickly. I'm going to go anti-target really fast. Slow right down. There we go. 1 meter per second. And we're going to be... Yeah, so... Let's go target again. There's a lot of spinning around on it. Honestly, I'm so rubbish at this. I will line up the docking ports so to get a bit closer. There we go. So I've just put my vector right in that target window. There we are. We'd probably collide now. Just leave it there for a second. 700 meters. $600. I need a bit of light. Oh no, we're going to be on the dark side of the moon for the docking. Oh no. Half a kilometre. So I said swap to RCS, roger. Oh dear, we get a bit closer. In reality, they used the Lunar Lander to dock, didn't they? Didn't actually? The orbiter didn't move. I'm gonna probably switch to the orbiter. There we are. Oh no, crap! Oh wait. Zero. If I was to do nothing now, we'd probably collide. Yeah, Len manoeuvred. Ah, look at the closure rate. Right, let's get to 200 meters and start closing the target speed down. There we are. I think that's a good closure rate, a meter per second, guys. Just speed it up ever so slightly. Double time. And actually, this is a good position because I want to. Oh, I'm on a collision course with it. Oh, I'm a bit of a collision course. Oh, quick, quick, quick! Oh, that's a nice little burn at the end to just stop colliding. Ah, right. Am I going to hit it? I think I might just miss it. Yeah. So I want to just get the other side here. I mean, there's a bit of flexibility. I can just blast off in this direction for a second. I've got 300 meters per second delta. I didn't have a huge amount of delta V left. Just going to zip past it this side. And there we are. I've managed to do a rendezvous in space. Hello. I can't remember who the other... I can switch to the orbiter now, look, as well. Oh my god, it's so dark. Right, look. This is going to be tricky. Target. I'm going to have to switch to the other one because I can't see what's going on. And that's got lights, you see. Right, let's turn the lights on in here. Oh no, the lights aren't working. Why are my lights not working on this? Didn't I have lights on this? Oh, I can't see a thing. Look, lights are here. Spotlight, how do I turn them on? Guys, I might have to wait until daytime. Yeah, I'll use the RCS thrusters. Alarmingly, I can't. Yeah, this is the worst possible time to dock. No battery? You're joking? No, I've got plenty. Electrical charge, look in the orbiter. And Vanti's a pilot, so can she actually? Yeah, it's all working fine, look. But I just can't turn the lights on. Right, I'm going to have to wait until... we should have tested the lights before takeoff. I'm going to have to switch to the other... Right, hold on. Did he hit his head on the lights as well? I think so. Right, I'm going to have to wait until Kerbal moonrise. Target. I'm just going to make sure I'm sort of going in the right direction at least. If I just sort of get like a parked orbit. Look at that, 0.2 meters per second closure rate. If I go anti-target now, I can probably slow that right down. 0.1. Alright, so I think I've got like a 10 centimeter a second. Turn ambient light boost on. How do I do that? Because I don't think I'm anywhere near. I'm right at the back end of. Couldn't get any further away from light. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why those lights aren't turning on. I mean, I can literally I can barely see it, but right click the little light. Look, there's one there. Look, light nominal. Lights off, lights on. Blinking on. Not coming on at all. Don't know. It could be that I screwed something up. Right, look, I might just have to speed up time again. This is not going as smoothly as I hoped. Do I go times 4? Yeah, look, that's good. 50 meters per second. And we're now going slightly away from the spacecraft. How far away from sunrise? Oh, another... You know what, let's just quickly... I've got enough delta V. I need light, guys. I know I'm going away from the spaceship, but... Oh no, I've still got Kerbal blocking to... But I think that's enough light, at least, for me to... Yeah, that's all I need. Right, target. How much delta V have I got? 329. That's enough. I've got enough light now. Shame about that. I should have tested that before we left. These lights are working. Yeah, look, I can turn my lander lights off. Hey, at least I'm facing the docking port, I think. Let's just go retrograde. Anti-target even. Speed up the time again. Oh no, I'm not facing the docking port at all. Look, it's completely switched. Not to worry. Because I'm going to switch to the orbiter. Can you hear me frantically pushing the keyboard? There we are. So in a bit of a holding orbit now. Let's now point to the target. Okay. Leave stability assist on, and now we're going to switch to the orbiter because I have a lot more control here. So now I can actually press the docking port, set as target. Okay. Now roll as target. RCS is on. It's going to give me a lot more control. Roll at 90 degrees so I know what all the buttons are doing. Make sure I'm... Oh gosh, I need to press space. I need to make sure I'm not in... I'm in docking mode. There we are. That would have been bad. RCS on. Perfect. Right, here we go. We're docking Interstellar. I'm going to transfer the fuel as well. Awesome. Well, that's an eye-catching stream title. Welcome, yes. 737 pilot for 16 years. Lover of video games, especially space-based ones. And here we are. Docking. people who are just on another level. That's it, W. Getting a bit confused with my buttons there. 30 meters. And there's an interstellar docking scene in KSP. No way. Right, here we go. I think I just need to rotate it ever so slightly as well. Right, I can press space because I'm in docking mode. Rotate. Turn off stability assist. Okay, back to linear control mode. Here we go, guys. A bit high. Yeah, you definitely need RCS for this. Ah, no. Where's the up down? There, W. I guess the pros are so quick at doing this. It's me tapping one button at a time. Right. Ah! It's got little magnets on, hasn't it? So hopefully it'll start. Oh no! Come on, magnets! Ah! Yes! We're docked. Right, amazing. Shut down engine. Transfer fuel. As it shift and then. Oh no! Hold on. I'm still in docking mode. How do I transfer my fuel? I'm using it all. Is it right click here? Shift. Oh, how do you transfer fuel? I can't remember. I'm using all of. I mean, I've got loads of Delta V, but we've done it. We've done another step. We've just got to get back. And I think the right time. Actually, no. Isn't it now the right time to do a deorbiting burn? Isn't it when you're falling towards Kerbin? I think it is. Click on the pin on the right menu. Oh yeah. Right click. Pin. Right click. Yes. In fuel transferring. We don't need any fuel in the orbiter. Thanks for that. Right then. So, we need to burn prograde. T, prograde. I've turned off the other engine. I need to go back into out of docking mode. And burn prograde. I think we're in the right position now, aren't we? It's literally when you're falling back. Yeah. Basically, I just need to get out of the orbit. Here we go. Bye. Bye, Mun. Right, let's just get out of orbit first, see where that puts us. I hope I've done that right. What have I done there? I've screwed that up. Oh god, transfer your crew before you deorbit! I've screwed that up though, haven't I? I've... Oh no. Oh no, I was meant to dump the lander. I've actually just carrying a dead weight, but I've really screwed up my burn. I thought that was going to put me in like a... I did it the wrong side. Yeah, it's meant to be this side. Right, I got enough delta. Let me just retrograde quickly. Let me retrograde. Go back to the orbit. I've got enough delta V. We just didn't want to leave yet. So here, where should I burn? Here. Oh, I could just add a manoeuvre, can't I? That would tell me. Yeah, there we go, look. Oh gosh, yeah. It's a bit extreme. There we go. Oof. Guys, I was lucky. Delta V 980 and I've got 1200. I mean, I just wasted about 500. Right, but that was lucky. My goodness. Let's just get ourselves into orbit with this, into the atmosphere, like a shallow atmosphere. Oh my god, that was lucky. If I put that down at like 50,000, oh no, that's going to collide with the planet. $96,000. Oh gosh, I didn't have much deep Delta V at all. Ditch the lander before making the burn. Yes, let's say goodbye to the lander. Good thinking, 'cause that's just going to be dead weight. I wanted to bring it back with me. Right, oh yeah, transfer the crew as well. Gosh, that would have been a disaster. Build, transfer, main lander, done. Jebidiah, transfer crew. Main lander, done. We are all in the orbiter. 1, 2, 3. Thank goodness. Right. Say goodbye. Oh, look, guys, I've just seen. We're just going right over our landing site. Alpaca landing spot. 29 kilometers below. That's perfect. Alright. There is some more fuel in lander. No, we've already transferred it. I've already transferred fuel for the main lander. This is all I've got. Right, we're saying goodbye to the lander. Undock. See you later. Right, I better just actually get... I've got some RCS actually. Don't forget I've got RCS fuel, and that is actually enough to make good mild midterm corrections and whatnot. Right, best actually get away from the lander here. Let me just do a little RCS out of here. Just make sure we do our main burn. We're not in the way of the lander. There we are. That should be fine. Right, see you later, lander. Might want a quick save. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's yeah, save game. Quick save one. Thanks. What a disaster! Rescue mission content. That is true. All right. Oh yeah, now I don't want to go pro maneuver. God, that was close. I could have really screwed that up. Wait, where's my maneuver node? It will be pro grade, but right. How long until the burn? 53 seconds. Okay, let's just speed up slightly. I should have checked that before just burning, but I was the complete wrong side of the planet. We would have ended up in a permanent orbit around Kerbin. Alright, cool. Speed her up slightly again. It's just such a shame where Kerbin was when we did our mission. It was blocking the sun. Alright, cool. Wait, hold on. Have I screwed something up here? Yeah, I was going to say, why is my maneuver node retrograde? Hey? Guys, am I missing something here? I think I've screwed something up here. Yeah, 1,000 meters. I've screwed something up here. I think I know what that is. I think that's literally reversing the orbit and firing off in this direction. Look. I was gonna say. Yeah. I think I was basically reversing my orbit. That's impressive. Yeah, I mean that's... Now I just need to rotate this around slightly. There we go. Yeah, I was going to say... Something was well off. Yeah, well, I was basically going to reverse my orbit and go out the other way. Quite impressive, really. Oh, dear. Yeah, we got plenty of fuel, guys. Plenty of fuel. Can't... Ooh, gosh. My mouse was really sensitive. Oh, that'll do. I'm happy with that. That would have been hilarious if I tried that. Where's my lander? I don't want to smash into it. 23 minutes now. We could have taken the lander with us. Speeding up the time. Excuse me. Where is the lander? Yeah, lander's there. Look, I could redock with it. Bring it home with us. They burnt it up, didn't they, in Earth's atmosphere? Did it go? Oh no, did they leave it around lunar orbit? I can't remember. No, they would have left it around lunar orbit. Would have brought it back, would they? Right, here we go. 54 seconds. 13-second burn time. Loads of Delta V now available. This is our burn to take us home. There is... Oh, what a view. Just before I do my burn in a few seconds. Look at that. That's a print screen. Let me just capture that. Awesome. Got the Mun, Orbiter, the Sun, Kerbal. Superb. Stop my burn. My goodness. Let's go home. Awesome. Oops, burnt a bit too much, but let's just see where that puts us. We'll get out of Mun's influence. At the moment, we are 500 found. We can do a mid-correction burn. So look, there's our Mun escape. Bye bye, bye bye Mun. Bye bye lander. Yeah, I think you're right, Brendan. I think oh yeah, there you go. There's the texture change. Alright, speed up time. So cool. Slows down time when you leave. There we are now. We're no longer in the influence of the Mun. There's our lander. And now we just need to do a little retrograde burn. Oh yeah, I'm still warping, that's why. Awesome, so let's just lower the periapsis just so it's clipping the atmosphere. Otherwise we're going to be in this orbit forever, this elliptical orbit. So I'll get it down to 50,000 metres. What's the best way of doing this? But there you go. If I actually now ran out of fuel now, I'd eventually, after multiple orbits, just fall into the atmosphere. 55,000 metres, let's go straight in. Right, I'm going to warp here now. 3 hours. Look at the speed, like 300 metres per second, and then we're getting sucked in by Kerbin's gravity. 600 metres, look at the velocity increase. Boom. Really falling. Look at the height distance. I mean, you can literally smash into the planet at that speed. There we are. Getting ready for re-entry then. I've had to do multi-orbit aerobrake many times. Half the time I don't bring enough fuel. Yeah, I've got plenty of fuel. I mean, I'll use some of this fuel to slow down further, just approaching the atmosphere. Let's just warp there. Oh, that rate of descent is impossible. Oh, so cool. And look, I didn't forget anyone, we're all here. Look at the acceleration now, we're being sucked in by the gravity of the planet. Right, I think we best do our retrograde burn further soon. We're dipping into the atmosphere, so you'd eventually fall. Look how high my apoapsis is. It's going so fast. Right, let's start just getting rid of all this fuel. Slow down the velocity, bring down our apoapsis, just make it a little bit more. Don't want to be too steep going into the atmosphere though. Integrity hit Mach 33 into the atmosphere. Wow. Oh, all that fuel that we took, all that extra mass we carried, we didn't need. Oh gosh, right, I'm hitting Earth definitely. Might be a bit. Oh gosh. Guys, I think I just need to raise that slightly. It's a little bit too steep. A little bit too steep. That's working, slowing down and circularizing it slightly. See, I remember what plane I need to be in. Oh no, I'm almost out of fuel. I can almost get back into orbit. Oh, I'm almost out of fuel. That's better. Oh, look. Oh no, we're nowhere near our base. There's another base, isn't there? Great, I fixed it. Retrograde. Yeah, otherwise I would have burnt up, guys. I would have burnt up. Or ploughed into their planet. Right, I think it's now time to say goodbye to the orbiter. It's kept us alive. Well, we're still in the orbiter, sorry, the fuel tank. Let's just get rid of that little bit of velocity. And we're out of fuel. In 3, 2, 1, boom. Out of fuel. That's it. It's just us and our orbiter. And that's a lovely... Oh yeah, that was perfect. I think that's a really nice re-entry. And it's going to be landing... oh no, it should land during the day. Alright, perfect. Right, we'll say goodbye. Just check my staging. Should be all good. See you later, fuel tanks. There we go. We might see a bit of it burn up. It has a lot more mass, so much higher terminal velocity, but it's really cool. I should have actually delayed that. It's really cool watching it burn up. Might still see it. Here we go, back to hit the top of the atmosphere, which is at 70,000 meters in Kerbin, in retrograde. Just keep that up to keep it on electrical charge. Here we go. It will be a slow endeavour, but we'll hit the atmosphere at 2,300 meters per second. Speed up, they won't let you go any faster whilst you're doing the re-entry. It's beginning to get some atmospheric effects, look, which is why it's flipping around, look. So cool. Hopefully we'll see it burn up. No, don't flip. Oh, it's flipping my camera perspective. Oh, no. Oh, look, it's beginning to burn up. I hope it doesn't topple into us. It might also collide with it. That's quite true, Frankie. Is it getting closer? No, it's heading off. It's heading off. Oh, goodness me. Hey, look, that's a point. Can I make a fair point here? We didn't crash a single rocket today. Didn't crash on launch. The test flight went fine. I think that's the first ever playing this game. Oh, look at it burning up. And you'll see it all break apart soon. So obviously that doesn't have any heat shield. This does. Oh, look at the... just gives you an idea of the velocity you're going at. Look, it's breaking up, look. Oh, it's so cool. Hold on. Oh, it's losing control. Oh gosh, don't fall into it. It's still falling away from us. Look at, you can see, look at the vapor trail. That gives you an idea. Whoa, there's a sonic boom. Oh, it's so epic. Oh, 35,000 meters. Another sonic boom. Whoa. You can hold out and scroll to zoom. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Oh, cool! I'm learning so much about Kerbal Space Program today. Another sonic boom. My fuel tank's holding up quite well. There we are, really into the thick parts of the atmosphere now. Velocity's decreasing quickly. Whatever graphic mods you have, they look fantastic. I can flash those up before the end of the stream if you like. Show you what I'm using. It was so easy to install. Using that, I can't remember what it's called now. There we are, into the thick part of the atmosphere. The heat shield doesn't, really strong. Like I only used 100 of my ablator. Look, you still get some aerodynamic effects. Still slowing down, like pulling about 1, 2, 3G. Another sonic boom. That's another mod, all these sounds. Maybe Deadly Entry would be a good mod to have. Fuel tank didn't break up enough. Oh, cool. Guys, leave in the comment section all of these suggestions. I will read them and I'll add them to my KSP. These sonic booms are wicked. Amazing. Alrighty. My chutes are fine to use. I'm just going to get a bit close to the crowd, otherwise I'll be here all day. The darkness of space is changing, look. See the colours, look, pitch black still. Below 10,000 metres it will quickly go blue. So cool. Below the clouds. Yeah, Firefly mod, yeah, that was one of the ones it suggested. Welcome Jace Brown, thanks for the subscription. Next stream probably less than a year, hopefully, on this channel. Right, 3,000 metres. I think I'm not going to risk it. Oh, I could hear that other part of the rocket hitting the ground, wherever that was. They'll open up. Is it 500 metres they fully open? There we go. Sweet. So cool. I can put some of my lo-fi music on before landing. Hold on, actually I better just get rid of the fast play there before we land. There we go. A successful mission. We're back on Kerbal. Oh, superb. Alpaca Airways. Who would have thought? Right then, we'll go to recover vessel. Obviously would have collected loads of science there. Awesome. And there we are, all ready for another flight. And if we go here to the tracking station, you'll see the Alpaca II lander is still orbiting the Mun. We'll delete that, because it's not going to do anything, no one on it. There's probably a bit of debris around, but if I focus on the Mun, select flags, there it is. There you go, you can press fly and you can always see your flag. Which we'll have a little look at now. Hold on, let's have a little gander. Oh, hold on. There it is. Look, the flag. It's still there. I can't read it though until I go there. You have to read what it says. You have to go there. But there you go. Look, so cool how it's just in the game. It just remembers where you saved it. It's cool. Right. Let's go back into the menu. Or the Space Center. Hold on. Because someone. Yeah. I'll show you what mods I've got installed. Let me just open it up here. I'll just share my screen as well. That'll be the best thing to do. Hold on, I just need to add it as a source, guys, because I don't have it set up on my Streamlabs here. Let me just put display capture on. There we are. So you should be able to see here the mods I've got. So use CCAN, it's completely free to download. take a screenshot of that. I think this was based off a video I watched online, which suggested adding all these here. So take a screenshot there, the mods I'm using. Very, very, it just massively improves the game. The stock game's okay, but you've got to use a lot of these mods, but I'd highly recommend that there. Oh yeah, look, I have backgrounds which change every hour, which is pretty cool. Awesome stuff. Well, there we are. I'll do that. Jump into Kerbal Space Program. We'll go to warp to sunrise, where it looks beautiful. And you can see the sun is rising. Well, there we are, guys. That's the end of today's live stream in Kerbal Space Program. Very enjoyable indeed. Thank you so much for all your input. I've learned a lot about the game itself. I mean, I only installed it, I think, a couple of weeks ago, and it took me a bit of practice to get up to speed on how to get to the mud and back. But looks like a lot of people enjoyed it. A lot of regular viewers here. There's some people I don't recognise in chat as well from the main channel, so I hope you enjoyed it as well. Again, this channel is a channel Airline Pilot Plays. I started during COVID. I had a lot more time. I will always concentrate on making content on the main channel first, but if I ever have an evening like this, I finished work early in the sim, got home, and that was the plan from yesterday to do a stream. But thank you so much for watching. You know, good fun we had, and you know what? If you put some suggestions in chat, I might do another mission in KSP or in the comment section after the video. That would be great. Anyway, look, thanks for popping in. If you're new, hello, and check out my main channel, Fly Data Sim, if you enjoy flight simulation, flying, anything like that. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, for those of you who are further west than me, in the US and the rest of the world, and I'll see you all on probably the main channel next very soon. Cheerio.